This is a true life story that many people in both Nigeria and the United Kingdom still remember. It's the story of Chukwudi, a hardworking man who built his dreams with his hands, lost it all because of love and lies, and then found peace again where he least expected it. Chukwudi was a young man from a small village near Enugu. He came from a humble home, his father a farmer, his mother a market woman, but he carried a big dream in his heart. Through years of struggle, saving every little coin, he finally got a visa and traveled to the United Kingdom. At first, life abroad was cold and difficult. He worked long hours at a construction site, sent money home, and slept in a small shared room. But he never gave up. After a few years, he got his papers, rented his own place, and began to live the life he had prayed for. Back home was Amara, the woman he loved. She was young, beautiful, and full of excitement. Every time they spoke, she said, "My husband, one day you will bring me there too." And finally, after years of saving, he did. At first, their life in the UK looked perfect. They took pictures in front of tall buildings, posted online, and people back home said, "God has blessed them." But slowly, things began to change. Amara made new friends who told her, "Don't let your husband control you. This is abroad, you have freedom here." She began coming home late, dressing differently, and speaking to Chukwudi with pride. Whenever he corrected her, she would shout, "You can't tell me what to do. This is not your village." One evening, after a small argument, she packed a few clothes and left. 2 days later, a letter came from immigration. She had lied to the authorities, claiming her husband abused her, so she could get her own stay. Chukwudi was shocked. He begged her to tell the truth, but she refused. She believed the government would separate them, give her a house, and she would start her new life without him. But God is not blind. During the investigation, her story began to fall apart. There was no proof of abuse, only falsehood. In the end, immigration discovered the truth. She had lied. They canceled both of their visas, hers for false statements, his because she came through his sponsorship. And that was how, after years of hard work, they were both deported back to Nigeria. When they landed in Lagos, Amara cried bitterly. She said, "I didn't mean to destroy everything, but it was too late. All the work, all the dreams, all the sacrifices gone." Back in the village, people whispered, "That's Chukwudi, the man whose wife betrayed him abroad." He didn't argue. He just kept quiet and started again. For months, he lived simply doing construction work by day, farming on weekends. He didn't have much, but he had peace. One evening, while buying bread at a roadside shop, he met Chisom, a food vendor with 2 small children. She greeted him warmly every day, always smiling no matter how hard life was. One day she said to him, "Sir, your face always looks heavy. Don't let yesterday steal your tomorrow." Her kindness melted something inside him. They became friends. She listened when he told his story and said, "You didn't fail. You just loved the wrong woman." Over time, friendship turned into something deeper, not the loud kind of love, but quiet, honest companionship. She understood pain because she had lost her husband in an accident, yet she never complained. A year later, Chukwudi saved enough money to start a small block molding business. He worked hard, hired local youths, and slowly built himself up again. When he finished building his first small house, he invited Chisom and her children to bless it. That evening he said softly, "You showed me that love is not about who shines beside you, but who stands beside you when everything fades." Months later, they married simply, no no's, no crowd, just peace. Years passed, and their home became full of laughter. Chukwudi became known in his town again, not as the man who lost everything, but as the man who found peace. Sometimes people asked, "Do you regret bringing your first wife abroad?" He would smile and say, "No. If I hadn't lost her, I might never have found myself." Even Amara later sent a message from another city, "I'm sorry for everything." And he replied, "I forgave you long ago. You were part of the road that led me here." He and Chisom began counseling young couples in their church, warning men not to rush love and women not to use freedom to destroy the hands that lifted them. This true life story teaches that not everyone you love will grow with you. Some will test you. A lie can destroy what truth built for years. And sometimes, losing everything is how God gives you peace. As Chukwudi often said, standing beside his wife at church, when a woman truly loves you, she doesn't fight to stand above you, she stands beside you. Be careful who you lift with your blessings. Abroad cannot change a person's heart, it only exposes what was already there. And when betrayal breaks you, don't stay broken, because sometimes the end of one story is the beginning of a better one.